for anyone joining me to just start out with a quick and easy flow to wake up the body, wake up the mind, and start the day with intention. I intentionally tried to go to a yoga class this morning. Then as soon as I got in my car, I was too late because of the coffee I was making. So sometimes you do something a little unexpected, and that's okay. It's about kind of rolling with the punches and adapting to the situations you are in, whether you put yourself in them or not. That's not that rough of a situation, but it's just sometimes the morning goes differently than planned. I just encourage you to have a space that you carved out where you can tune in. So let's start out finding a comfortable seated position, whether that be cross-legged, kneeling like I am here, and without changing anything, maybe you just close down the eyes and start to notice. So yoga is a lot more than just these physical asanas that I'll be guiding us through. It's more than the mind, and we're drawing into how we connect and how we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection. So just starting to observe yourself here. Observe your physical body without judgment, just noticing where you may be holding any tension. And then drawing your attention to the breath. Just by drawing your attention there, notice if it starts to shift. If the inhales can elongate and the exhales can elongate. Now let's intentionally start to draw the breath in through the nose for the count of 4. Hold it at the top for 4. And exhale out the mouth for 4. Hold it at the bottom for 4. Taking 2 more rounds. Inhale for 4. Hold it at the top for 4. Exhale out the mouth for 4. Hold it at the bottom for 4. This time we'll inhale as the arms lift up above the head, reaching up to the sky or the ceiling above. Looking up, draw shoulders away from the ears, tuck rib cage in. Look up, reach up. As you exhale, fly the arms out forward, opening up through heart space. Imagine a long line of energy extending from fingertip to fingertip. We'll inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, fly them out. One more time, inhale, reach. Exhale, fly. This time we'll reach and we'll start to open up through the chest. Bring it through, tilt the head slightly back. As you exhale, round and curl. Give yourself a big hug here. Coming through a little seated cat-cow. Inhale as you extend everything open through chest. And exhale as you hug, bringing the opposite arm in front. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug. Just working out the kinks from the night. This time we'll inhale, reach the arms all the way up once again. And exhale, bring them forward into a tabletop pose. So from your tabletop pose, you'll start to inhale to drop through the belly, lift through the heart space, cow pose. And exhale, round and curl. Imagine the rounding coming from that lower back. Really dramatic in this movement. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round and curl. So this cat-cow pose, maybe you've been here before, maybe you're new to the movement, but it can translate into any type of natural movement. I like to take some big circles with the hips, and we're just waking up the body. We're finding some space. Big intention that I want to focus on is this mentality of go, 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 do, do, do. Going from one thing to the next without pausing. And how can we take more time to intentionally pause in our day? So let's come back to a tabletop pose. Face the wrists towards the knees and rock forward and back. Forward and back. Can we cultivate more patience on the mat to allow that to translate off? Bring the fingertips forward, send the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Allow yourself to sink in here and start to create space through the upper back. Breathe into low back. Hold here, bring your intention to your mind's eye. Then drape the hands down by the sides, bring the palms up. Really feel the space through the shoulder blades. Unclenching through jaw, allowing hips to really sift back. We'll slowly start to bring the hands back out in front, rolling up through a cat-like spine. We'll meet in tabletop, and then we'll inhale through cow, send it back to child's pose. And then inhale once again through cow, bring it up to tabletop. This time exhale through cat, bring it back to child's pose. So according to the yogis, you're as young as your spine. So really warming up there. We'll meet back in a tabletop pose. From here, we'll extend the right leg out behind us, bend through the knee, just start to circle through the hip, opening up. Oftentimes we do this motion straight from downward facing dog, but how can you create the foundation here in a tabletop and really create the opening? Bring that leg back out to reach long, cross it over the left foot, send the hips back for a child's pose variation, really opening up into the outer hips. Is there anywhere you can release some clenching, some tension? Crawl back up onto the hands, bring that leg back out, and this time let's extend the left arm forward, keeping that leg out. Find a point of balance, engage through the core. Inhale to extend, and exhale to draw elbow to knee. Taking two more. Inhale, extend, and exhale, draw elbow to knee. Last one. Inhale, extend, and exhale, draw elbow to knee. Let's extend it out long once again. This time, bend through the knee, reach back around. Maybe you just reach for the foot like this, or maybe you grab onto it, open up through heart space, making sure nothing is pinching or painful here. I'm wobbling around, finding my balance this morning. That is okay. Let's extend it intentionally back out long. Fingertips and toes, create a long line of energy. And then send that hand down, send that knee down. Come back into a child's pose. Release some breath. Then let's slowly start to crawl our way back towards the knees, sitting up tall here. Bring the wrists out in front of you and just begin to circle through the wrists. Bring the arms out wide, like you're reaching out, so open, so excited. And as you exhale, give yourself a hug. Bring that love and cheers to yourself. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, hug. This time, inhale, reach. Keep the arms out wide. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, meet me back down into a tabletop pose. So we'll extend the left leg out long. From here, you'll bend through the knee. Start to circle out through the hip. Sending some breath, sending some opening. Noticing where you feel the sensations. Can you breathe deeper into that? Where's the breath? Come back to it always. Allow it to guide the movement. Come back to extending the leg out long. Bring it across the right foot and send the hips back. Child's pose variation. Taking a moment here to send breath into the outer right hip and noticing if there's anywhere you can unclench. Your shoulders, your jaw, holding in the stickiness. Rolling it back up into the hands. Let's extend the leg out long. Once again, this time the right arm comes out long. And that long line of energy is extending here. We inhale to reach. Exhale to draw elbow to knee. One more, two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Inhale, reach. Can you make it intentional? And exhale, elbow to knee. This time we inhale, we reach everything out long. We bend through the back foot, reach around for the foot. Maybe you grab on, maybe you just reach and open up through heart space. If you're grabbing that foot, hold it here. Reach everything back out long, hold. And then with intention, set it down. Let's sit back onto a seat. Bringing the palms face down for grounding. We're up to receive. Just notice any new sensations within the body and then reach those arms up high. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back forward, tabletop pose. Let's tuck the toes under, hover through the knees, engage through the core, and shake the booty side to side. Warming up through obliques. Warming up through that solar plexus power center. Lower the knees down a little more. And keep with this movement for 3, 2, 1. Send hips back and up, downward facing dog. Head and neck release here. Hands are placed down. And let's start to bounce through the heels. Bouncing through the booty, it's shaking some energy to wake up through the body. Taking this for 3, 2, 1. Hold in stillness. And then take the right hand and bring it over to the left leg at any point. Meet back in center. Opposite side. Back in center. Look up towards the hands. And take some baby steps or hops for the feet to meet the hands. Meeting me in a forward fold. Oh, thought it stopped. Okay. So from this forward fold, we're just holding here. We're grabbing onto the opposite elbows, maybe slightly bending through the knees. Can you release tension through jaw? Can you allow your upper body to hang a little bit heavier? And then release the hands down. Slowly start to roll your way up, and I mean it really slowly, one vertebra at a time. Head and neck are coming up last. And then following the head and neck, arms reach up high. And as you exhale, bring the arms out long. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold forward. From here, let's work through 2 rounds of sun salutation A, just to warm up, wake up, honor the sun if it's shining down today, or the clouds. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to a plank pose. So chaturangas, vinyasas, they're always optional. You can lower down onto the knees or stay high on plank. I'll demonstrate with the knees lowered. We'll bring the elbows in to brush against the side bodies, lowering it down halfway, and then inhaling up to a cobra pose, floating through the hands, opening up through the chest, maybe lifting the legs as well, engaging through low back. Plant hands down, plant toes down, tuck them under, downward facing dog. Looking up towards the top of the mat, take some steps or hops, feet meet the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Slowly start to inhale your way all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up. Last, lift it up. Exhale, hands come out by the sides, extend that long line of energy. Reach arms up high. Exhale, lead with the heart forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands into a plank pose, either lowering down onto the knees or staying high. This time we'll show high plank. Shoulders come over wrists, lower down halfway. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look up towards the hands one more time. Bring the feet to meet the hands. Your journey to the top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift it up all the way. Stand up tall. Reach arms up, lift up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, meet me in a plank pose. How much time we got here? Okay, not too much time. So from our plank pose, let's meet me in a plank pose. From here, shifting shoulders over wrist, lower down halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's reach up with the right leg, lift it up, bend through the hips, circle it out. Reach it back up high, inhale. As you exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose. Step it all the way through. Back foot parallels out. We open it up. Warrior two. Shoulders come away from the wrists. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, extend. Exhale, straighten that front leg out. Tick-tock the arms down. Trikonasana, looking up to the top hand. And then bringing the hands to frame that front foot, meeting back in a plank pose, your journey back to down dog. I'm going to skip it here and come straight back. From downward facing dog, let's take 3 deep breaths. So maybe you come into a child's pose to reset, or staying here in down dog. We'll inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, the tongue comes out. Lion's breath. Just like that. 2 more. Inhale through nose. Exhale. This time as we inhale, we lift up that left leg, bend through knees, circle it out. Coming back to breath here. Reach it up, lift it up. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, engage through core. Step it all the way through, back foot parallels out. Warrior two. Sinking low through the hips here, bring shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, extend forward. And exhale, reverse the warrior. Straighten out through that front leg. Tick-tock the arms down. Trikonasana pose. I always get a crack somewhere when I do this pose. Reaching up through the fingertips. Exhale, come back down into a plank pose. Engaged here. Let's begin to lower down to the knees, or from the hands, lower all the way down to the belly. And from here, maybe stacking hands on top of one another, bending through the knees, rocking the feet side to side, massaging through the upper thighs. Sending breath into your back body. Sending some release. And sending some love. Come back to laying down flat. We'll begin to tuck the toes under. Lift up through. upward dog, and then come into a child's pose. And really get grounded here. Just notice where the mind went, working through different shapes. All the same matter, all the same body, just doing different shapes. So why judge ourselves in one from the next? Come back to a state of moving with love and being still in that as well. Let's plant the elbows down, bring the palms towards the nape of the neck, stretching through the backs of the arms. Grounding here, giving yourself time to ground, to nourish. Coming as you are. Let's bring the arms back down. Slowly start to crawl your way up, back to a seat. We'll bring the left hand behind the left foot. Reach the right arm up and around. Maybe you lift up through the hips as you take this motion. You can also take it with the hips grounded, reaching arm up. And as you exhale, drape that right arm out in front of you. Bring the left arm up and over, reach up. Nice. Exhaling back into a seat. Let's take one more on each side. Reach up, lift up. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, reach. And then coming into a seated pose, we will take a little core action before lowering it all the way down. So we'll bring maybe the hands under the knees to start, boat pose. Maybe you extend the arms out long, maybe the legs come out long, but here it's a great place to stay. Just engaging through the lower belly, extending through arms, extending through legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, hover through the ankles. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You've got it. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, hover here and flutter through the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rocking side to side, massaging through the low back. Let's plant the feet down, bring the hands behind the head, and engage through core as we lift up slightly for 6. Engage for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bring the knees towards the chest, 90-degree angle. Extend right leg out long, right elbow, left knee, bicycles. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend. Just taking 5 of these, moving at your own pace. Maybe you speed it up. Get any last energy that you want out of the system. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you start to bring them out and in and around into some big circles. And any last movements, a happy baby is calling me right now. So for that pose, if you want to join me, the hands come to the inner thighs and grip at any point of the legs or the feet, and extend through one leg and extend through the next, and let it really embrace the name of happy baby. I'm going to fully just rock around, fall side to side, or you can just be a stagnant happy baby. I don't know how much that happens. Wherever you are, just take a few more breaths. Make sure if you're taking something that requires balance on both sides. And then meeting back in the center, bringing everything out long. Begin to engage through the toes, engage through the feet, engage through thighs, clench through fists, clench through belly, clench through face, making a really sour face. And then exhale, let it all go. Savasana pose. So staying here as long as you have the space. Really allow yourself to integrate the movements, to allow yourself to take up space and to come into your breath. And then just allow everything to float by. Just settle in here. Namaste.